Good afternoon, guys. Right, today we are doing embossing folder trick video. Well, I say a trick, it isn't. It's an updated. Last year I done an embossing folder with Amazon package. I will link that below if I remember, but it's doing quite well. So I thought I'd do something else today. Now I've got no Amazon packaging. So, like, when you need something, you've never got it. But I thought, I've got a lot of 12 by 12 paper pads that are just scrap, really, for me. So, I'm going to be doing something with that. So, let's get on with the video. First up, I've got this 12 by 12 pad. I'm not sure if it comes from the works or that, but it's pretty old, this one. And I'm going to just take out some non-pretty pages. I need two. So we've got that one. We can take this one out, that's fine. So we'll start off with two pieces of paper. And then you just want to put them together. And I need an estimate guide for my plate. Which is my plate, which is very well used, but I'm not changing it until it falls apart. I have got new plates, but I just haven't. So I'm going to cut just under, and hopefully try and get a nice cut on it. Hang on, I'm going to keep that other bit inside. So you just basically pull that into half, and this one into half, like that. I probably will cut them again. Now I need to glue these two sheets together. Right, so we'll quickly glue these ones together. So just glue tack, glue stick, Pritt stick, whatever you got. Make sure it will. You can glue these. But for time's sake, I'm just going to stick them... Oh, now I've lost the lid. Like you do. Right, so leave them ones for a minute. Just get that bend in there. Make sure they're firmly down. And do the same for the other two pieces of the sheet that was remaining as well. So we just want the fold again. How big is that? Because I will need to cut it, just so it lines up with the other one. Now, while it's like this, you can trim it. I think I may do that in a second. So, we'll get some glue onto this one. And then we'll stick in that other one on like I did with the first one. Right. Just bend it. Right, let me just get my paper trimmer a minute. We can go 5 on a, that's what we'll do. We'll go 5 up. A little bit that missed there, so I'm just going to pull it. Just cut that piece off. I've been using my paper trim, you see, on different things, and we'll do this one 5 as well. We'll just get it to the 5. Probably won't just cut all the way through for a second. You can lift that and do it again. It should. That's it. That'll do. Right. Our 2 sheet by 12 by 12 all stuck together. Now what I want to do is glue even that together now. This seems to have got a bubble in the middle. If it gets a bubble, just push it out and then reclose it, and then it's fine again. Right, now I have dropped my glue stick again, unfortunately, and I don't know where it's gone. Okay, Bailey's found my glue stick for me, which is very kind of her. So now we can get on. Now, think of what side you want as the inside. I think I'll have that side. So now we just want to glue these two together. Make sure your corners are stuck as well. That's that. A bit of Pritt stick. Put this one onto there. Take you up. Like that. Line it up. Get that fold in it. Smash it down. There we go. We've got a nice thick embossing. You can just level them bits up. Level everything up you want. In this video I'm not bothering. But there we go. Now that is a nice thick piece. Look. Right. Now open it again. You'll find that you've got like an air pocket there. Smash it down so it sticks. Again, and then fold it. And then reopen. It shouldn't be a problem after a minute or two, because it's still drying, you see. We are going to be using some very thin MDF shapes. Now, what not to use is this type of stuff here. These are not what to use. They are chipboard, but they're very papery. They are made of paper, basically. They're too thin. Unless you've got duplicates of the same, of about 6 of them, then use them. But they are too thin to use for this project. So let me show you what else not to use. Don't use anything that's too thick. This one here is too thick to be used. It's way too thick. Now, also I'll show you another one that's too thick. This is too thick. It's way too thick. Now these here, I seem to have got a lot of these keys. These are fine. These are not too thick. These are perfect. Right, so we will be using some of them. And I'm going to see what else I've got. I got these from the works, 2 years ago. I do use them occasionally. These are fine, because they're not too thick, you see. So I can put some of them on if I want. There's only scrolly bits. I've got a butterfly there. It may be a bit thick. I don't know. Let's have a look. It may be a bit too thick. That one's thinner. We can use that. You don't want them higher than, say, you know, like cereal packet card. You don't want it higher than like 3 or 4 of those stuck together. You've got to get the right consistency, and it is quite hard to do. Trying to get the right. These are perfect. These scrolls. So we'll have a few of them. I've got a key here, a bigger key. That it's a bit thick, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll stick to what we've got out there, because I'm just showing you how to. So what you want to do is you do want to stick them onto there. You want to create yourself a pattern or something. So we're gonna go like that. We're gonna see how this butterfly acts, and I'm gonna put a key on there like that, and you can get one of these shapes. on there, and maybe another couple of the little ones. And then we need to get some glue and glue them down. And because these are intricate, you've got to be gluing them just round, but don't over glue, otherwise you'll have a sticky mess everywhere. See, I'm used to gluing bits like that, but for safety reasons, put the glue on the back of your hand here, and then put your die up to your hand and pick the glue off, and then you could stick it straight down. It's one of the things that I was taught when I was new at crafting. And it's always, I've always done it like that usually. I'm doing it like this for quickness at the moment. I'm just going to put that in. I'm not sure if that's too thick. It's an in-betweener, so... So then I'll come back all in properly. So we've got that colour and that colour, so we're going to put that in. Can you see that now? Butterfly was too thick, really. If I take the butterfly out, which I can do, it's going to rip the paper though, but if I take this butterfly out and replace it with something else, because that butterfly is too thick, I could put some die cut butterflies in there, but for time reason, I'm going to go back in my stash and look for something that's not so... I could put this sweet here, even though, you know, it's just a random object, but that will do it because it's thin. It's a thin chipboard. So I'm going to glue that on and we'll wait. It's just trial and error, but these are all about the same. But these should work perfectly. Let's get another piece of paper. Of course we're going to get a bit of glue because we've just glued it. But we're going to try again. And we're going to see how that reacts. Well, let's have a look. Yes, see? Much better. Much better. I'm going to have glue. Just wipe that off. That's fine. Because that's still got to dry, you see. But yeah, look. It's done it. It has done it. There's your impression. It's not the best card. Let me do it on a white sheet so you can see it better. Do that. Put some white card in there. And go through again. Right. Oh yes. There we go. Take that off of there. You can see the impressions in the back. Get the glue. That's the back. That's the front. Much better. So, how I done the tension on that was I'll have to show you. I had both these on. I had this bottom, that, and then I had this on top of the thing, and then I had this because it had already rolled out a bit on top of there, this cardboard. See, it's pushed the cardboard in a lot. See, not that end, but that. But cardboard always helps to do, you know, when you're embossing and you can't get that certain pressure, just a little bit of cardboard, thin cardboard or that, just box cardboard, and yeah, it does work. So we have got that. Now I need something to put on top of that so I can show you it. I wish I had an ink dauber around here, Let me just run and get one. Tiny little ones, which is bamboo leaves. Hoping it's still wet. Yeah, it is. Didn't realise it was so, it's darker than what it looks. I just want to show you how it did it. There we go. There. With a very dry ink pad. But yes, it did come out. So yes, that's how to do it. And 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Any that you're not using, we always have some in our stash that we never use. Piece of cardboard, die cutting machine, and a glue stick. Some glue for the MDF, well, chipboard pieces have got to be very thin, remember. The butterfly didn't work because it's too thick. But yeah, shapes and that, if you've got any chipboard MDF shapes in your stash, get them out, make your own embossing folder, and do this. And you know, you can make all different ones up for backgrounds and that. So like if I was to have that as a background, like if I wanted to put that on the top, that's how it looks. Remember, not a very dry ink pad though. I'd be using something like distress ink on the background or that, or like that. So yeah, you can see that this has come out now. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. You know, you could do a whole leaves or scrolls everywhere. That would look nice with some of the dots. The dot, these ones, which I call the dots, I did get from the works. So they are the right size as well. So I'm sure they still do them because they were quite popular. But yeah, that's come out lovely. So I thought I'd update this series. I will have to do another video on it when I get some Amazon packaging. I'm waiting on that. They keep sending me cardboard boxes and not the envelope type, which is great. But for this video, we've done it using old scrap sheets of 12 by 12 and a few other little pieces. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, remember to thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.